Welcome back to the part 2 of this bikini set tutorial, and if you are not subscribed, please join my family by hitting the red subscribe button down below and the post notification bell as well. If you are a regular watcher, welcome back to another video. You know I bring you nothing but the best. So today I will be teaching you how to make this shorts, and the part 1 was the bikini top. So if you have not watched it, please, I'll be leaving a link in the description box. Go and watch that tutorial, and then we are continuing with the part 2 of the shorts. This shorts is worked in half. You can go in for my colors or any color of your choice, and you can go in for the type of hook you want. And yes, this is super simple and it's cool for the beach. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. So then guys, I already began with the ribbon or the elastic band stitch. If you don't know how to do the elastic band stitch, I have a video I made on the scissor stitch top, and I actually started with the elastic band stitch explaining into detail. So I'll be leaving a link in that description box to watch that video. So I just want to move on, and we are going to chain one, and we are going to single crochet to continue all the way down. So make sure you put one single crochet in each space, and what you're doing now is to clean up the edges in order to commence with the shorts. So make sure you put one single crochet in each space till you get to the very last space. And yes, after doing this, you are going to connect the elastic band stitch or the ribbon stitch, however you want to call it. You're going to connect it together, and to connect, you're going to single crochet in the back loops only. So chain one. You can chain one, or you can just go ahead, locate the back loops, and make sure you join them with a single crochet till you get to the other side. So then guys, after joining, this is what you're going to have, and you're going to cut off the yarn with a pair of scissors. And yes, you can weave in later the excess yarn. So now you are going to make sure you locate the exact middle, and you count to 2 from the left and then 2 from the right. So what I did was to measure my whole elastic band, and I located the the side, making sure that I locate the middle, and then I'll count to 2 to the side, and I got about 14.5 centimeters for that. And I'm going to just fold my elastic band, and after folding, wherever I locate with the hook is going to be the other side. So I didn't have some stitch markers, but if you have stitch markers, you can just mark that particular. So I just took a different piece of yarn, and I just marked both sides. I just pulled off and separated by cutting, and hooray, I have been able to locate both sides. So guys, yes, I don't know how best I can explain it, but make sure the exact middle is located, and then you count 2 from each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the other half. So I'll go into the first space where I marked, and I'm going to use the pink shade to work the other half. But with the elastic band stitch also, you can make them half colored, but I decided to go in with a dominant color. So as seen, you just connect your yarn with your hook inside that space, and you can take the yarn marker away, and you are going to double crochet in each single crochet. So just place 1 double crochet in each single crochet. And what you're going to do now is to don't throw the stitch, the yarn marker off. You are going to make sure you locate the exact side where you are going to connect end the stitch. So just put in regular double crochets, and as seen, just feel free, put in regular double crochets in each single crochet. So the other side. So yeah. So I've managed to double crochet, and as I said, we are going to mark off the exact side I'm trying to mark off, so it corresponds with that, and that is the exact place you are going to end. So we just put the stitch marker that you took off and make sure you mark the exact place, because you are going to end at that exact place. And I don't want to really get technical about this. I just want it simple for all you guys. Yeah. So yes, I'll go in with my regular double crochets till I get to the place I marked. So finally at the place I marked, and I ended there. So now I'm going to chain up 2 and then continue with my regular double crochets. So just double crochet in the next stitch and the stitches after till you get to the other side, and you are going to put in regular normal double crochets, nothing fancy. So what I want you to do now is to go ahead and stitch 9 rows of double crochet if you are doing a size small to medium, and the other sizes are here. So for my size, I went ahead with 9 rows, and I want to give you a small demonstration of what most people don't tell you, and that demonstration is how to attach your yarn when it has finished. So then my yarn was almost done, and you don't have to tie a knot or else you don't get knit work. So I'm going to show you how I attached the other yarn after I got finished. So when there was 3 on my hook, I just took the other yarn and I just pulled through as seen. It becomes 2 on the hook, and now I'm going to hide in the extra yarn under by double crocheting on top, making sure they are hidden so that you don't get a complicated or neat work. So this is to help you hide all the yarn and just observe. So then guys, we are done with 9 rows, and this is the increase row, which is the row 10. You are going to chain up 3, turn over your work, and this time you are going to put a double crochet in the same stitch, making an increase. So after putting a double crochet in the same stitch, you are going to double crochet all the way down, so you are getting to the end. So this row is an increase. Make sure you just double crochet in the same stitch, and then you do regular double crochets all the way down. So guys, getting to the end, you are going to also increase at the end. So I just want to give you a demonstration. I'm going to double crochet to make sure you locate the very last stitch, which was the chain twos there, and you are going to increase on top of it. So you're going to put 2 double crochet on top of the last double crochet to increase, and this is how to increase the 10th row. Just replay if you have any issues. So the 11th row is a regular row, and you're just going to repeat as you did for the beginning and to the 9th row. So you're just going to put regular row, no increase. You just move to the next stitch, double crochet all the way down. So then guys, I'm done with my 11th row of no increase, and we are moving to the 12th row, which is going to be an increase by double crocheting in the same stitch, and then moving on with regular double crochet on top of each double crochet. And as I said earlier on, we are going to also increase at the end. So moving on, make sure you put in 2 double crochets in the last space, and you have increased for the 12th row. So then guys, this is kind of repetitive to a particular row. I don't want to confuse you, or I just want to move in smooth with you for those who are beginners already. And the 13th row, if you're a good guesser, is going to be a regular row all the way down. So then guys, we are at the end of the row, and your project is beginning to form. You should be proud of yourself. And next, you are going to chain up 3, and you are going to increase in the 14th row as well. So it's kind of increase regular, and you're going to put in regular double crochets after the increase in the first stitch all the way down, and you're going to increase in the last stitch as well. So guys, as you increase for the 14th row, you are going to go in with regular row for the 15th, 16th increase, 17th regular, 18th increase, 19th regular, 20th increase, and you are going to stop there. So I just don't want to confuse you. Just go and move on to the regular pattern. I just want to give you some demonstration, and then I know you can continue from then. So as usual, you are going to after repeating this on the 20th row, you are going to end with an increase, obviously. and make sure you hide in any seam so that you don't have to weave in excess yarns. And this is pretty simple, yes. So yeah, make sure you put, after increase, you just put in put in regular double crochets all the way, and you are going to increase at the end also. So this is how it's forming, and if you are doing a size small, you are going to do 2 more rows of increase, making 22. So yes, the chart is there. So I just want to go in, and I made sure I increased again for 2 more rows to end after the 20th row. So I had a total of 22 rows for a size small. So after that, I chain 9, as you can see, and I cut off the excess yarns. And what I'm going to do is to connect the yarn at the very end again, and I'm going to chain up 9 again. So getting to the end, you chain up an additional 3 after making the chain 9, block off and go into the 4th space, put in regular double crochets in each chain space. Make sure you double crochet all the way down to where we chained up 9 or so. Make sure you put in regular double crochet in the chain 9 spaces as well. This is pretty simple, guys. So yeah, you might think everything is weird, but the short is going to come out perfect. So we are at the chain 9 space, and as I told you earlier on, we are going to put in 1 regular double crochet in each chain space till you get to the exact end of the chain. So then guys, I'm finally done, and I just want to fold my project in half. And yes, there was an increase in that particular part because your hip, there's some curves in your hip, so that was the reason for the increase. And now you are going to work in 5 more rows for a size small to medium, or more rows depending on the match coverage for your crotch area. So I did 5 rows for mine. You can go in for 8, 9, 10. That depends on the coverage you want. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing in the other color, and whoa, I just did the orange shade, the same pattern I taught you from the beginning of the video. So you have 2 symmetrical parts, everything perfect. And now what you're going to do after finishing the orange aspect or any other color you chose is to join the middle. So you're going to start from that exact place, and I'm using the pink shade this time. It depends on you, just play around with the colors. So I'm just using a pink shade for everything. So I'm going to basically single crochet only on the orange aspect. So I chained 1 and making sure my yarn is under and is weaving in automatically as I crochet. I made sure I put one single crochet in each space I found all the way from that particular part. I just hope you saw where I joined the yarn from. So make sure you single crochet. It's pretty simple. Just crochet along. Getting to the pink aspect, you are going to go in with regular single crochets, nothing. Just make sure you make it flexible and just it's super simple. You can take off the stitch or yarn marker, and yeah. So then I'm done with my whole row of single crochet to that exact same part, and this time it's going to be a slip stitch affair. So I'm going to just as seen find my way through to slip stitch on the back loop if you want to. So what I basically did was to take the back loop of the first and then the front loop. I don't know, I just came up with that idea. I don't know how best it works. So I took the back loops of both and I slip stitched. And actually that seam is not going to show because you are going to turn over your shorts, but you can just improvise. It's your own shorts, so yes, just feel free. So guys, I'm finally done with the slip stitching and I'm going to do it for the exact same side. And now I left with the crotch area, guys, the crotch area. So let me just cut off, and then I did the exact same for the back as well. I don't want this tutorial to be repetitive, and after you do for the back, you're going to work on the crotch areas I'm showing you. This is super simple. You just join your yarn and then you just single crochet to join the crotch area of the shorts. So then guys, with the joining, you can go in with a regular color. It won't show because you're going to turn over your shorts, or you can just join and the orange yarn and crochet the orange part. It just depends on what you want. It's not really fancy. You're going to turn over your shorts, and this is what you're supposed to have. I made a drawstring as well. A drawstring is a normal chain, and this is the bikini top, guys. So then guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you have learned something new from this project, and if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. And yes, I just love this bikini set. I don't know, I just love the outcome, the bra cups. So don't forget to subscribe also to my channel. Keep supporting me. Bye bye.